how we can secure the Kubernetes traffics by using two tools, Cert-Manager and Let's Encrypt. Welcome to our channel, Tech on Target. In today's video, we will going to learn how we can use these two, Cert-Manager and Let's Encrypt, and how can we, by using them, how we can automate the process of certification generation and certificate renewal in the Kubernetes cluster. So that's the index or agenda for today. We will see why we have to study about this Cert-Manager, what is exactly is that, and what is this ingress controller of Kong, and how we can install that, and how we must need to install the Cert-Manager. Then we create issue to that, and we'll do deployment, and in the last we will validate the things that we are able to manage the certs or not. So let's start. First question is in today's slide is we are taking that why should we need to use this Cert-Manager? Like you have a organization and when we create a website, we need some certificate, we create them, and after they're just for some specific period, 90 days, 60 days, and after that it got expire. If we forget to renew at that time, our domain may get expire. To avoid that, to make the certification creation plus renewation process to work in automate, we use the Cert-Manager. How we can use the Cert-Manager, we will see in this video. First we see what is the Cert-Manager. There are some custom resource definition. It is set of that custom resource definition that tell how we can control the certification management process, and by using that it's managing the certification process. Also it's also ensure that there are some your certificates is valid and you are the owner of that particular domain, and it's do that by using the like Let's Encrypt, Vault, and self-signed, and Winofi. There are more it use to get signed from that. Now first we talk about HTTP and HTTPS. Many of you know what is HTTP and what is HTTPS. Here you can see that we are creating this means earlier in the earlier HTTP comes first. User send a mail to some person. If anybody in the middle of that networking receive that packet, he can view your email fully in HTTP. But in HTTPS there is a S which stands for secure. What it does, it encrypt that. If someone in between your network receive that packet or he hack that packet, he might not be able to get the password. It just get encrypted word which he can't decrypt, because a key and the process is password is within you and with your destination. Nobody can in between do the decryption and access your data. So here is the Cert-Manager, which is helps in assigning the cert from issue to domain. Now that as we already seen that there is a S. In the 1990s HTTP was introduced, but due to the security issues they introduced the HTTPS, and all traffic is encrypted by using SSL TLS certification, and SSL TLS are continuously updating with the time as new fault found and new way to protect our website. Okay, so there are prerequisites. So for this, like you should have Kubernetes cluster running with 1.20 or plus. Kubernetes CLI is installed and configured to talk to your Kubernetes cluster, and Helm should be there, because we will do most of the deployment to our Kubernetes cluster by using Helm. There are some benefits of Helm. First, we will see what is this Kong ingress controller. In Kubernetes, to we provide API or path to our customer of which are outside and how they can communicate with our Kubernetes cluster. We use the ingress, and there are many ingress provided like genxn ingress and application gateway. Many are there. One of that is Kong. It is an open source, plus it is an Android version is also available, which is of course it's paid version. It helps us to manage communication between external traffic to our internal traffic to our Kubernetes cluster. It's also used to validate the health check of its targets, and it's also load balance the traffic to the pods which are connected. How it's going to get connected, you will see. Here is the first installation in our Kubernetes cluster. We will first install the Kong ingress. Now they are the steps of installing the Kong. In Helm, whatever you want to make release or make deployment of that, you first add that repo, then update the Helm repos, and then install that particular object which repo you have added, and you can pass your custom files, but on this time I don't want to go for the custom. I'm just installing the default one, and once we have done the installation, we will see kubectl. Just to kubectl get all, we will find that here is the Kong pod, there's the Kong service, that's the Kong deployment, and its replica set is 1. So deployment consists of replica set. So we are ready with the Kong. There's not much to do with it, just go in the next page. Now we have to install the Cert-Manager. We also again going to use the Helm repo. We will add the Helm repo of Cert-Manager, then we will update the repo, and then we are before Helm install, we are applying some files to kubectl Kubernetes because it's kind of dependency for this particular Helm. So now then after that, Helm install Cert-Manager jetpack and namespace in the Cert-Manager, create namespace version that particular, and our Cert-Manager is also getting. We have done the 2 installation till now, our ingress, then our Cert-Manager. Ingress controller only, not ingress resource. To verify the Cert-Manager pod is up and running, the below command you will see its status. It should be ready and running state. By using this particular command, kubectl get pod - Cert-Manager, you can view that just to verify the things. So here are some authorities who can generate this signed certificate by for the Kubernetes, and these signs have 2 types. First one is issued, and second one is the cluster issued. Issues are work in particular namespace. Like if I want to do some sort of I want to assign these certs to default or monitoring or apps namespace only, then I can mention the one namespace. But when you want to generate the cert for a whole Kubernetes cluster, then you should use the cluster issued. What it will do, it will when we will pass it in all the namespace, whatever the number we have, they will work on all. Same is written here. You can check for more. We will create a YAML file, cluster issue YAML, and here is the file. Here we are defining its kind of cluster issue, and it's API Cert-Manager.io v1, and we are just giving its name of Let's Encrypt staging. Then we are passing its spec. You should pass your email ID here, and server will remain that, and you give private key reference, let's encrypt staging key, and here are the solver HTTP01 and ingress, and that's class HTTP01 we will see again. But first, when we apply this command, you can view as this is an object of Kubernetes and kubectl get cluster issue, and you will find this that our cluster issue is ready, and it's from what is its age in. But here, from beginning we are talking about the automation of what? Certificate management and its ruination. So it's, we can say that is certificate management environment. Its server verify that the certificate that you are requesting for a domain is owned by you or not. It's perform all the validation. We have already used Let's Encrypt as use the HTTP01 DNS01 challenge. Here you can see that it is using HTTP01 and both challenges to validate and create your certificates whenever it's going to expire. To renew that, here is the file is its API version, then its kind is certificate. It's like we have Cert-Manager, we have issued there. Now we need certificate. This particular manifest is for generating cert. What it's doing, that its issue reference is going towards the Let's Encrypt staging, whatever we issue created in the previous slide. Then it's what was its kind cluster issued, then its secret name what we have given, and like the last on which DNS, on which site we want to apply this particular we can say particular certificates. So we are ready with it. We just kubectl-f and this file, and your C can see the certificates are ready. Okay, now we have created we have this class certificate issuer, then we have certificate generated, plus we have certificate manager there. Three things are there. Now we have to validate it's working or not. So what we are doing, we are just creating the deployment for nginx. In this particular deployment, we have a service which is listening on port 80, and it's working on a selector which will looking for a pod who has the label of app nginx. Same here, they must given they have given these labels, and it's using the nginx latest image to make the deployment of replica set 1. And if you see, it's just a normal deployment. In the last, we have a ingress. This ingress is an ingress resource in which we will define our rules. According to that, traffic will flow. Here you can see that ingress and its name and its work. It will work on default namespace. Then we have annotation. That's staging. That's we will use. Under specs, we will have host, and we are passing the secrets. Then we have host in the rule section. Whenever someone will hit on that, and when someone hit on that side with a root, not passing any other sub path, it will go to nginx service on port 80. Service might have more than one port. Like in here, we are creating a service for port 8, but service may have more than one port. And for this time, our nginx service is running HTTP service or running on port 80, which we want to access. So we are giving here port 80. Next, apply this. Just kubectl create apply -m and file name, and you are there. Kubectl get all. When you do that, you are saying that port is ready and service is also ready, and our deployment through which our port are generated are everything is ready. We are now good to go for the validation process. Now hit the IPU of the install, not of the install, sorry, of the host which we have given in the ingress. here we have hit it on the browser, and you can see that it's working on HTTPS, and it's saying it is not secure, which uh, and it's saying that this is the organization which signed this particular uh, the organization who signed this particular uh, certs are Let's Encrypt, staging Let's Encrypt. There is other information like whom they have issued to. They have issued to this particular website. There are more detailed validity period from where to on this is are issued, and on what date it will get expire. So we don't have to much worry on that date that we have to manage this renewal. It's will now will be done in a automation automatically. So we are here at the last of the video. We have done all the things. We have installed the Cert-Manager, Kong, Ingress, and Let's Encrypt. By using that, we have created these certs, and these certs we have call in the Ingress resource, which also offer Nginx, and we have see that it's working now fine. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe.